Welcome back, folks. Right, Cape Rugby TV. We're happy to have you along. All right, Jerome. Last week, we were talking about a big game. A lot of folks have been talking about Villagers coming through the ranks, doing well. They had a close shave against Helderberg. I think they scored a 1-point win over UCT. So Villagers have been making a noise. They've been climbing the ranks. And, of course, then this week it was going to be against Uni Mil. The barometer showed us that that it was in favor of Villagers. Of course, the barometer was a little bit wrong, in the sense that Uni Mil had still not played a home game. This was their first home game, so their home game average was a little bit less than Villagers' away game average. But the reality of it is that we did say that it was in favor of Villagers.
Yeah. And I think I got that wrong, JP, because and you were saying that Uni Mil is a quality side. So I say, yeah, they're a quality side, but I think they were struggling a little bit. Just after the Stormers final, I got a
couple of hundred messages.
I got a message from my brother's son, Adrian, who played for Milnerton.
Yeah.
The player said that he must just send me the scores and the results. So I said, yeah, luckily you guys are watching Cape TV, so I psyched you up a bit for this game.
Well, let's take a look at what everybody was talking about. This was the big game over the weekend, Uni Mil against Villagers. We'll take a look at the first half. Right, welcome back, folks. So there we go. Let's go to you first, Faisal. It does look like a big clash there, but and I'm going to ask Jerome about this in a second. But it looks like Uni Mil was standing their ground, and looking at the game there, I must say the handling errors from Villages looked like it wasn't really going in their direction.
Definitely. I think, again, it's the same as on Saturday. I think it's the hunger. And I think, we're looking at the barometer. I mean, we would have thought like maybe Villages were coming there looking at their team and looking at Milnerton, the hunger and in terms of them the want to win the game and that there. So from my side, I mean, I look at it and I think, Villages, handling errors, ball in hand, they looked stronger, taking the ball up, more possession, might have been, a little bit different. But yeah, I think
ball possession. I think that's probably one of the keys. Is you want to always keep the ball.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, Jerome. Let's go to you. First off, your thoughts.
Yeah, look again. Even I saw the try that Villages scored there now in this first half, but pretty even. I think a couple of times there now in this first half, Uni Mil was actually unlucky not to finish off with the handling error, not to score.
Yeah.
But pretty even game, and I just think like again I see nothing wrong with the defense. The guys defend, but maybe just a coaching tip is sometimes it's where you're on the field. You can't just make a tackle and everybody fan out. I don't see anybody contesting in the breakdown, trying to slow the ball down or to steal the ball. I think both teams, like I say, you're going to make tackles the whole day if you continue not to try to put the other team's breakdown under pressure. So there was a couple of times which I think they could slow the ball down.
I think that's where I was going next. Is Faisal was talking about possession. We saw in the Brackenfell Hamlets game, we saw an endless amount from both sides, handling errors, just constantly knocking the ball forward. And is that a question of pressure? Are both teams from both whoever we're looking at, is that why we're seeing handling errors because of the pressure that's being put, or are we seeing that the handling skills training needs to improve?
Look, it can be both. It's like I say, under defense, I see, because obviously if you play and you see a lot of numbers opposite you, the guys will get a bit nervous trying to force passes, which you can't. So that's where I say they don't, for me, kick space on the field is also as important as you attack, because the defense are so pressed hard up in one line. The space is actually in behind. Yeah. So now you try to force passes, and that's where the handling errors are coming in.
All right. Right, folks, as you know, of course, MChem 24-hour pharmacies on board with Cape Rugby TV. You can see it there behind me. This is, of course, the pharmacy. If you're driving down the N1, you see it on your right-hand side in the corner of Durban Road, and if you're coming into town, it's on the left-hand side. And 24-hour pharmacy, so at night, in fact, you'll see that big MChem sign open up there behind you. Of course, MChem is, of course, the official pharmacy to Western Province Rugby, to DHL Stormers. They've been supporting the team all along, and who knows, maybe if you pop in at MChem pharmacy, you might even see one of the players there. It's always nice to go there for a cup of coffee and get whatever it is that you need. In fact, if you need something, that is always the place that you should go to first, is go to MChem 24-hour pharmacy. From the time that you walk in, there's somebody there to help you. The customer service is always excellent. So if you're looking for any products, if they don't have it, then they will find it for you. Great brands, great quality products, and of course downstairs is the orthopedic and surgical zone, the dispensaries, the health zone. Upstairs is the spa, there's the coffee shop, there's a travel clinic. Pretty much everything that you need is at MChem 24-hour pharmacy. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the second half between Villages and Uni Mil.